Okay, if you haven't noticed yet, I kind of like to act things out. And so I just had to put on my wedding dress today to tell you this story because it's about a wedding. And this happened a number of years ago. My cousin was going to get married. And of course, like any other groom and his bride, they wanted the wedding day to be perfect. And they wanted their minister to give a message that would inspire everybody and help every marriage want to go to new heights. And so anyways, the minister had prepared this message about marriage and what the Bible has to say about it. And wait, I forgot to tell you, it was a crazy hot day that day in the wedding chapel, no air conditioning. And so they'd been standing up there for quite some time, and all of a sudden the minister was giving his message, and he was talking about what the Bible had to say, and he read some verses in the New Testament where it said, "And wives, submit to your husbands as unto the Lord." Well, when he said, "Wives, submit to your husbands," my cousin's fiance went like this. It went down on her knees, and it looked like she was submitting to him in the flesh right during the ceremony. Well, you can imagine if someone never went to church, had never heard the Bible, they could think that is unbelievable that they do that in a ceremony. That is so weird. Well, let me read you my verse and what made me think of that story. I want you to know that I didn't think it was weird that it happened. I actually thought it was one of the funniest things I ever saw. But don't tell my cousin. But anyways, it says this in Proverbs chapter 25 in verse 8. It says, "Don't jump to conclusions. There may be a perfectly good explanation for what you just saw." And there was a perfectly good explanation. My poor cousin's fiance fainted from the heat. But you can imagine how people could have jumped to the wrong conclusion. And that's how it is in life. A lot of times we see something and we're like, I can't believe that person said that. Or I can't believe they did that. Or how could they think that? We jump to these conclusions and we don't even know what's really behind maybe what they said or what they did. So, think back to this verse. I hope this little story inspires you to not jump to the wrong conclusions. A lot of times it's not what we think it is. Believe the best, hope the best. That's what love is. That's what's preached about in a wedding ceremony, and that's what we should do with each other. Believe the best. Don't jump to the wrong conclusion. There may be a perfectly good story behind it. Love you all. Bye-bye.